It is the Hate Napkin. This is season 1, episode 46 of that beloved show that 12 people in Topeka, Kansas just can't live without. It's the Hate Napkin. Special guest in Burntcorn, Alabama, Chief Cosmetic Officer of the local Dairy Queen, Carla.
Good morning. I'm broadcasting live from the parking lot of the Dairy Queen in Burntcorn, Alabama.
So the premise of this show is very simple. Bring things that you hate to the table without politics and religion. Bitch and moan about it. Feel good about yourself at the end of the day and go home. Carla, we're going to ask you to reach deep inside the annals of hate, the mailbag of THN, and see if we have any hate.
We do. I have an unsigned missive.
An unsigned missive
that I received.
Ooh,
Dear friends.
Anonymous hate coming live.
Dear friends, after hearing the letter from the guy who had to take his mother shopping and did so in such a splendid manner, I decided to share my story. I'm the manager for a company in the construction trades. There's an older area of town where the small houses are jammed in so tightly, there's only room for a one-car driveway. We had a job down there and was laying out plans to do it the following day. We have a dozen jobs going on at once, but this is the one we're focusing on. It's 1 a.m. I am sound asleep when my phone rings. I answer it with our company name, only to hear, "Bitch, you out your motherfucking mind." As a matter of fact, I am, but with an opening like that, I could think of only one response. What? To which the caller replied, "I said, bitch, you out your motherfucking mind." Now I'm awake, look at the clock, and reply in the only way I can. Can I buy a vowel? Bitch, you parked your motherfucking trailer in my motherfucking driveway, and you best get your ass over here before I have it towed. Sir, can you give me your name and address, please? Bitch, you know where you parked your motherfucking trailer. Sir, are you under the impression that I personally drove that trailer to your house, parked it on your driveway, came home, and went to bed out of spite? I can assure you it wasn't me, and if you want it moved, I have to be able to direct someone to your address. I was nicer than he deserved. Bitch, I said, you know where you parked your motherfucking trailer, and if you don't come get it, I'm gonna have it towed. Click. I called the boss. He knew where it was. He got up, drove over there, moved the motherfucking trailer, and all was right with the world. Can someone please tell me how it's okay for men to call women who work for businesses, act that way, and when the man shows up at his house, he's perfectly reasonable? I kind of have this happen a lot, and frankly, it kind of makes me out my motherfucking mind with this shit.
Wow. Unsigned, right?
Unsigned.
Probably Topeka. Oh my goodness.
So,
well, bitch, out your motherfucking mind if you think I'm gonna just follow up that email with something funny.
I just laughed my ass off because I know what it's like to have customers who will like jump in my shit, and then the owner will happen to be there, and suddenly they get all reasonable, but they think it's okay to act like that with a woman.
I think this is a perfectly good opportunity for us to mansplain.
I have a guest star Betsy on my desk.
I saw your desktop pussy. Okay. I think really this is just another argument to be made of why women shouldn't be in the workforce.
I think this is an argument for, male castration.
Oh, why can't it be both? Frankly, most men shouldn't have their balls to begin with. I think we can compromise here and let's get rid of half of the men's balls. That's either all of the men with one balls or half of the men with no balls, your choice. But in the other case, we just eliminate women from the workforce altogether. Yeah. Then we got no more, bitch, you know, you're out of your motherfucking mind. All those situations are pretty much covered.
I want to know if we retire all the women out of the workforce, who's going to make your motherfucking ice cream cake?
You're right, because I don't think I want Howard making my M&M Blizzard.
No, I want some guy as hairy as you making your ice cream cake.
What?
You heard me.
Nothing like a. Can I have a hirsute peanut butter parfait?
Sure. Let me dip it in extra hair.
Peanut butter. Is it? What is it? It's not peanut butter, but it's a peanut buster. Peanut buster parfait.
I was-
Sorry.
I
I'm
was-
out of my motherfucking mind.
I thought that line was pretty great, though.
Yes,
I'm
okay.
going to start using it.
We can all agree that calling anybody at 1 a.m. bitch is probably just not is something that belongs in the hate now. It doesn't matter there are no contexts in which calling somebody motherfucking mom bitch is okay at 1 a.m.
You just
No,
can't.
no,
You should never use the word bitch. You shouldn't call someone a bitch unless you're two gay men talking to each other. There's no acceptable use of the word bitch.
What if you're talking to your dog?
Okay, that's the other one.
2 gay men talking to their dog is okay.
If it's a male dog, that would be kind of weird.
Well, what if it's a gay male dog?
Okay.
What if it's been castrated? It's a bulldog.
What if it's got one bowl?
Which brings up an actual news item. Did you hear the story about the people who took their rescue dog, back to the shelter because they said the dog was gay? The dog was not fixed, and he was humping another dog. And so they took this dog back and abandoned it at the shelter. Well, guess who adopted the dog? You got it. 2 gay men.
So
That's that sounds like the beginning. that sounds like a HBO sitcom.
No, it's a true story. It was on the news.
Clifford the gay pit bull.
It wasn't a pit bull.
Not on the news. Really? What news? What news was this on? We've got Russian ships sinking. We've got a world in total chaos. But leading the news today, 2 evangelicals can't stand their gay bloodhound.
Hold on. It was in North Carolina.
Of course it was.
oh yeah.
Dateline March 25th, 2022.
Oh my God, do we know the breed? So we can send out a PSA to all
Redneck.
evangelicals on this Easter morning. Please avoid the following breed.
Redneck.
It was a
That
black-
was the breed.
It's a black and
Rednecks.
tan mutt, but
Back in 10, it was a Guinness. All right, folks, don't adopt Guinness dogs anywhere you go.
Many years ago, right as I was divorcing my drunkard ex-husband, which makes you so fun to be around. He was at a bar one night, and some man, not knowing who he was, brought up my name and announced that he had asked me out, which was true, he did. I turned him down because I did not feel like he was God's gift to women. And he announced in this place where people knew me that I was a lesbian, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I don't happen to be. Well, sitting right next to him on the bar.
Choice. It's just.
I don't know, maybe. So he's sitting right next to my ex-husband on the bar stool. Well, it could have alopecia, and then I would just be famous. He didn't know he was sitting next to my ex-husband, who, when he made this grand announcement about me, my ex doubled up his fist and knocked the guy off of his bar stool. So I don't know. I guess even though we were in the process of getting a divorce, it still offended him because he knew that I never did anything to him, or, he knew why we couldn't stay together. He was a drunk, and he knocked the guy off his bar stool. Does that make him the world's worst person?
Frankly, if somebody accused the woman I was with of being a lesbian, I'd be like, really?
Wow, she swings both ways for me.
Let me look into that. That sounds awesome.
She bats for both teams when I'm around.
So cool. We
Well,
totally
now I know why you actually forwarded his mail to him. Now it all makes
the bar.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's actually, it was a kind thing to do.
I thought it was important for him to get all of his past due bills.
What really upsets me are humorless people, period. End of story. Listen, you could listen, if I ever get so lucky to become famous and people want to make fun of me, good luck. All day long. You can have this bag of shit. It's yours, world. Say whatever you want.
So Carla actually, be secure. Like Carla actually has a beautiful haircut, looks gorgeous. You look
Right.
like a mop that fell on top of your head, and it's basically looks like a bunch of pubes or having an orgy on the top of your head, but not enough pubes were invited to the orgy. Where Carla actually looks beautiful and can take a joke, and I know that you can too.
Keep my vision out of your motherfucking mouth.
And I want you to know that I've been cutting my hair since the start of COVID. So this is a homemade haircut.
Yeah, I kind of feel some days I feel like I just dabbed my face in Elmer's glue and dipped it in the toilet. Like in a gas station. See, Jada, that's what you got to be able to do. Listen, okay, so my daughter forever, and she'll kill me if she ever hears this. I don't care. She thinks she has really big ears, which she does. But anytime somebody young talks to me about insecurities, like, oh, I got big ears, or my goodness, you can hardly see my penis, it's so micro small.
I told you that last week. That wasn't.
This is what I said to you.
Oh, okay.
Here's the deal. If you put any body part on a plate, not Jeffrey Dahmer style, but like let's just like take any body part and just separate it from the body, right? They all look funny. Everybody's ears, by the way, are the most ridiculous looking thing in the universe. Noses, lips, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're insecure about, separate it from your body. Look at everybody else's similar body part. Everybody's got a weird looking clit. Everybody's anus is funny, little toes, nostrils, nose hairs. It doesn't matter. Every single part of our body is funny looking. You put it together. I mean, human beings are weird.
Well, that's the fun part when you put a toe and an anus together, or that's the fun part, putting them together.
Just add a little peanut butter, and you got yourself a party.
Bitch, please. Sorry, my dog was just asking for that.
You're wearing pants, right?
I'm not.
Oh, whoa! Party in burnt corn.
And I'm in the parking lot. I'm in the parking lot on a Sunday in Burnt Corn, Alabama, wearing no pants.
Carla, the Brazier, Burnt Corn, Alabama, bitch at 1 a.m. Wow.
Hey, it could be worse. I could be going smokeless here.
Oh, smoke. All I'm saying is all of our body parts are silly. I mean, we're fundamentally funny looking creatures. There are very few noble things on the earth. Like, I mean, there's leopards, and there's like 63 of those left in the wild. There are very few very noble looking things. We're more penguin than we are leopard. When Eddie Murphy won the Mark Twain Prize at the Kennedy and received it at the Kennedy Center like 6 or 7 years ago, usually comedians, it's usually given out to a comedian, and the award speech is really pretty memorable. I love the fact that Eddie Murphy used his speech to do a complete Bill Cosby shtick for 10 minutes, because if you'll recall, Bill Cosby like absolutely eviscerated Eddie Murphy back in the day, right? Because he wasn't the family comedian, and Bill Cosby was the family man, and he took on Eddie Murphy. And of course Bill Cosby raped 35 million women along the way.
Bill Cosby was the family man, aside from all the roofies and the raping. So.
Yeah, but that, when I think of family man, that's what I think of, bitch. But I love the fact that here he is at the Kennedy Center in the heart of DC, you know, the cultural center of the United States. And his entire speech is devoted to Bill Cosby. And it's like, he got him. He's like, here I am. I'm receiving the Mark Twain Prize while you're in prison, bitch.
You know, in Life of Brian, where he says, crucifixion of freedom. Take freedom, dumbass. Take freedom.
And that's how I feel about the Oscars. Crucifixion or freedom. Honest to God. If you listen, here's the deal. If you are a celebrity, that's why in this show I have no problem putting any celebrity on the hate napkin versus, like, say, Bob my neighbor. Bob my neighbor is never going on the show. If you're a celebrity, what you've done is you signed on the line that I'm going to become a public person. And part of that is, if people want to make fun of me, so be it. And the trade-off is I get to have my hair done every day the rest of my life if I have any.
You kind of looked like a Muppet while explaining that when you did the.
Listen, I ran for office, which I rarely talk about on this show. I can't, every single day of that, I got made, somebody said terrible things about me online or publicly. You know?
And only most of them were true.
Yeah, most of them are true. But the thing is, once you decide to stand on that stage, you're open game. And if you don't like that, it's too bad. You should never have said. Listen, when she married Will Smith, she knew what was coming. He's one of the most, popular actors on the planet. So yeah, people are gonna make fun of you. So fucking what? And guess what? They're gonna do it on the Golden Globes or the Oscars or some other award show. Big deal. And in this particular instance, by making fun of you, they actually said something nice, which is you're a very attractive, badass person without hair.
Right. It wasn't like we can't wait to see Powder 3 because Powder 2 has Carla's neighbor.
Oh, was that a joke about her bush? Was that a joke about her bush?
About Carla's bush?
I don't powder my bush.
See? Actually, that makes me wonder. Do you think so? If she's bald up there, is she bald down there?
Yeah.
Oh, is she losing hair everywhere?
Yes.
So she's like a natural Brazilian.
How many is a Brazilian?
All of them. Actually, okay, listen, if the trade-off for alopecia, which, I'm going bald, it doesn't, but as I go bald, the rest of me seems to be sprouting out like, weeds. But what if you could trade your, okay, you're going to be bald on top.
I'm sorry, is this life-threatening? Unless you have a disease that's life-threatening, you got to be made fun of.
But,
right.
But what I'm trying to say is it actually might be a positive. Let's say as you go bald on top, what if you lose all of your muff hair? No more shaving.
Alopecia does not confine itself to the top of your head.
Right. So she's got no muff hair.
Or eyebrows, or arm hair, or leg hair.
Yeah, but still no muff hair.
Sounds like how do I get this? Can I
right,
sign
exactly.
Up?
How do I get alopecia? Can I like?
Well,
what if
obviously it's not sexually transmitted because apparently all of the guys in Hollywood have.
I just sat in a car with her without a mask, would I get it too? I'm kind of hoping.
Kind of affair with his wife and see what happens. See if you can get what you catch.
A beat down.
I think if you just go up and rub the top.
You make a wish then, and
then it becomes a foundation. All right, folks, that's season 1, episode 46 of the Hate Napkin, where today we hated. We didn't just hate Jada Pinkett Smith; we really hated her.
You hate her more than I do.
We also hated all other bitches at 1 a.m.
We hate people who's out that motherfucking mind.
Right, but we actually do favor bald muffs. which, you know, if this was the love napkin, we'd put bald muffs on it. So anyways, you can check us out.
Which is
On
my
the-
nickname for Denzel Washington. So that works out.
Bald muff.
Bald muff.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, I would have tuned into The Equalizer if it was starring Bald Muff. They also hated.
Let me just say, we shouldn't judge people for the things they do with the raping and the hitting others.
Amen.
Right.
Just say that, and the interrupting the ending of a show.
Yeah, I've actually done a very good job of not interrupting. You are being the 1 a.m. bitch here, and you won't let me close the shutdown.
Oh, I interrupted you too. I'm the one who started it.
Well, now you got 10 seconds, so do it.
Okay, you, once again, you've wasted blah, blah, blah. The anals of hell.
Someone let the air out of him.
I think it was me. Sorry.
That's it. Stop talking.